What are we gonna do tonight, OCG?
Well, the same thing we try to do every night, Bertram. Take over YouTube. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to Obsessive Compulsive Gaming. I am the Obsessive Compulsive Gamer, joined once again by my faithful manservant / Bucktotem Bertram. Say hello, Bertram.
Hello, Bertram.
And this is our review for Final Fantasy VII. So, dear viewer, don't you dare forget to subscribe to this channel and like this video. Final Fantasy VII originally released in 1997. A year I remember fondly as the year I masturbated to an RPG for the first time.
What one?
Well, this one, of course.
Oh!
What is this?
I'm so glad you asked, Barry Burton. So, Final Fantasy VII is a 1997 role-playing video game developed by Square for the PlayStation console. It is, unsurprisingly, the 7th main installment in the Final Fantasy series. Published in Japan by Square, it was released in other regions by Sony Computer Entertainment, and became the first in the main series to see a PAL release. Now that's PAL as in the PAL region, not PAL as in your pal who lives down the street, who borrowed your bicycle when you were very young and is yet to return it. Now the game's story follows Cloud Strife, a mercenary who joins an eco-terrorist organization to stop a world-controlling mega-corporation from using the planet's life essence as an energy source. Events send Cloud and his allies in pursuit of Sephiroth, a superhuman who seeks to wound the planet and harness its healing power in order to be reborn as a demigod or some such bollocks. Now, during the journey, Cloud builds close relationships with his party members, including Aerith Gainsborough, who just so happens to hold the secret to saving their world. Well, doesn't that sound super fucking fragilistic expialidocious fantastic, Bertram?
Where did you get all that information?
Well, where everyone gets that information, Bertram. Off of Wikipedia, this game is considered a classic, and for good reason. And with that in mind, I will be treating this review with dignity and with grace. Every word I say will be sophisticated and mature, and above all else, I will refrain from making any unnecessary jokes or smutty remarks. And on that basis, let me just say that it's fucking hot in here, and I am at the moment therefore recording this review while in the nudes. So, story. You should have already played this game and therefore should already know what the story is. If you have not, then you should be ashamed of yourself. And as penance, I suggest you stick your head in the toilet and flush it 3 times. What I can tell you is that this Final Fantasy has probably the most beloved cast of characters.
Any standout characters?
Well, I love Barret, which is surprising because Barret is not someone I would befriend in real life. I'm not fond of his kind.
What do you mean, his kind?
Well, you know.
No, I don't know. I hope you're not going to say what I think you're going to say.
I'm not particularly fond of people who have gun arms.
Oh, you monster!
I know. I'm so ashamed.
Oh, I don't know you at all. Next you'll be telling me you made love to my mother.
Well...
Oh, you fucking monster!
Look, if it's any consolation, Bertram, she was garbage in the sack. I have absolutely no idea how your father put up with her all these years. And of course, we can't forget about probably the most tragic character in the Final Fantasy series, Aerith. Or as bizarrely she's called in this original game, Ares. She's sweet and kind, a damn good healer. Now that makes her eventual fate all the more upsetting.
Oh my god! She goes the way of Jack in Titanic, doesn't she?
Bertram, that reference hasn't been relevant since 1997, which coincidentally is when this game released. Gosh, a lot of beloved characters died that year.
Yes, I'm still sad about Jack though.
I agree. Life hasn't been the same since Jack was taken from us. If only he got on the bloody door.
Damn that door.
Damn it to hell. Moving on. Gameplay. Now this is a turn-based RPG. And if you don't know what that is, then I suggest you stick your head in the toilet and flush it 3 times as penance. Long story short, you'll engage in random encounters and either attack enemies with a weapon, summon a monster to fuck them up, or use magic to fight and or heal your allies and buff them up. Blah blah blah-diddy blah. Explaining RPG mechanics isn't that interesting, so I'm not going to bother. Music. What can I say? The music in this game is bloody stupendous, and apart from the soundtrack to Final Fantasy XV, no hate in the comments please, this is my favourite soundtrack. Though I do think the remake soundtrack improves on this soundtrack in every single way, but we're not here to talk about the remake, we are here to talk about the original. And because of its music, its story, and its characters, Final Fantasy VII is remembered as a classic. But what do I think of it now in 2023?
It's 2023?
Yes. What year did you think it was, Bertram?
1997? I thought when we did these reviews, we went back to the year that the game released.
You're a moron, Bertram. Go and put your head in the oven and turn it on as penance.
But won't that kill me?
Here's hoping. Ho. Anyway, Final Fantasy VII is still as heartfelt and exciting as it was back in 1997, but the graphics have aged as badly as Mel Brooks's Wanger. Especially the character models, which look like melted Lego bricks stuck together with Gorilla Glue. And I have fallen out of favor with turn-based RPGs ever since Final Fantasy XV and Final Fantasy XVI pummeled me up the backside with their action-based combat. And I will always prefer other Final Fantasy games over 7, especially its remake. But the original Final Fantasy VII is still great. Therefore, I declare that Final Fantasy VII is splendid. So, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, my review for the original Final Fantasy VII. If you enjoyed this little review of mine, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. If you haven't enjoyed it, well then feel free to give me a thumbs down. But please remember the single most important thing I always tell you, dear viewer, that is to always stay obsessed with gaming. Say goodbye, Bertram.
Goodbye, Bertram. Are you aware there's a dead clown in this oven, OCG?
Ha! Tell me something I don't know, Bertram. Are you still here? Oh, you must have really enjoyed this video then. In that case, you had better subscribe to the channel and check out our other content. Otherwise, you're a booby pants, and no one wants to be a booby pants.